for the menu, on the menu is going to be stew beef bone. This is about 5 pounds of beef bone here, and I have it soaking in some lime. But before I was so it was soaked. Look how nice and pretty that is. And I have some here with even bones, because I asked the guy for some pieces with bones. As you can see, it's for soup, beef bone, but I'm not gonna use it for that. I have to take off this silver skin here, so I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up, and then I will be back. But I just didn't want to show you how nice and fresh meaty this is, so I'll be back. Alright family, I'm back. So my meat is washed and clean with the lime, and I also went ahead and washed it with some vinegar, and I cut them into smaller pieces like that. I left a little fat on some of them because, you know, that have a little piece of bone and stuff like that. So like I said, this is 5 pounds of beef bone. As you can see, I'm not using it for that. I have in here, this is a mixture that I have. You guys know my regular seasonings, and I'm using 1 teaspoon of everything, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, a teaspoon of paprika, my Jamaican seasoned blend, the Knorr chicken bouillon. I need to find the beef one. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I didn't go with a whole teaspoon. And just some little garlic powder that I have left over. I just tossed it in there. And that's all that I have in there. And I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this in. And I'm just going to work this in. And again, you can use whatever seasoning that you have in your house, in your pantry. It's your house, and it's, or your home, and it's your kitchen, so you do whatever you please. Okay, so have been working like that, looking beautiful and pretty. Now I'm gonna go in with some, I have a whole onion here, some green onion. I don't know how much this is. I was cutting them up to put them in the fridge. I have a couple sprigs here of thyme, maybe about 6 or less, and a teaspoon of my ginger garlic mixture. So that's all here. So all this is going in. You have to flavor up your meat. I always say, nobody want no blah blah food. Like blah blah blah, like that movie. So we're gonna mix this in. Now this is going to go into my fridge overnight for dinner. Today is Saturday. Oh, somebody ran away. Today is Saturday, so this is for dinner on Sunday. So this will be going in my fridge overnight. All right, so spring onion, they look nice. Everything, look how pretty that is. That's all I'm adding. So now I'm gonna go in with my browning, and my browning, as you guys know, is real thick. I'm gonna go in with some browning. Not a lot, because I don't want it too dark. So with browning you have to, oh what the mama, sure, with browning you have to be careful, because the container is small, yes, because I didn't want to put it in a bigger container, take up more space in my fridge, just here overnight. So, and it's not even 12 o'clock yet on Saturday. It's not even noon, and I'm already seasoning this. So can you imagine if seasoning time put it in the fridge till maybe about same time tomorrow, take it out for dinner? Yeah, well, nice and seasoned. So there it is. I don't want it any darker than this. There it is. So I'm gonna put the cover on, and it is going into, like I said, overnight. If you can't do it overnight, you can put it in, do it from in the morning, and just have it sit and everything. So we'll see you guys tomorrow when I whip this up, baby. Okay, family and friends, I am back today, and I'm going to do the brown stew beef. So I'm just going to add some oil, this amount of oil in the pan. It's already hot. I'm not going to add too much oil because it already have some fat on there. I left some fat on. And this is, again, about 5 pounds of beef soup bone that I have. And y'all excuse any noise in the background. My family is turned up today. I don't know why. And I don't feel too good. So let me swirl this oil around here. And I season this, like I said previously, Saturday. Today is Monday. And I wasn't feeling so good yesterday, so I didn't cook. So every man was for themselves yesterday, and God was for everybody. So I'm going to put these in here. I'm not like that. Every man for themselves, and God for everybody. I'm going to turn this down because I got it as hot as I want it. And I also have a pot of water boiling right here. I'm just going to dump this in. Now I put everything in here because it's not gonna be like a stew. So I am going to also add some onion, onions already in here. I'll probably add some more onion towards the end. And then I'm gonna add some potatoes and some carrots. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this and let it gather up all its own juices and everything. So I'm going to cover it for maybe about 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, let it gather up its own juices, and then I'll come back. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, and right now this is how it's looking. Has a little water in there, just a little bit, not too much, but it's fine. So I'm gonna still let it continue like this. I'm not gonna add the water that I have back there boiling. I'm just gonna let it continue cook, gather up some more water, and then me come back when it's almost done to where like it's burning, like not burn, look at more thickness, because I'm no say to gather more water than this, and then we'll be back. I'll be back. Okay, family. So I'm gonna let this burn out on the mistake. Okay, so there you are. There it is right there right now. Not like that. Look at all that water. I didn't add any in here as yet. The water's still over there on the stove, so I still haven't added any. So that's all the water that's there in it. So I'm gonna still cover this, and I'm gonna cook this for maybe about, I'm gonna just let this go for a whole 30 minutes unbothered. I'm just gonna check every now and then for make sure that it have enough water, but I'm just gonna cook it unbothered for 30 minutes, and then I'll be back to show you guys. Okay, family, so look at that. I have about 4 minutes left before the 30 minutes was up. So I just want to show you guys how it look. I'm going to tip over the camera in there a little bit just to show you. It look good. It look good. It look good. So take out these thyme stems out of here. Let's give it a stir, and I still to this point have not add any water to this. Still have not add any water whatsoever at all. All right, so it's only been cooking now for maybe about 40 minutes, which that not cook for me. You know me, I say, because of beef, even though it's nice and it was nice, it looked nice and tender beginning, it looked nice and fresh, I should say, not tender, but it looked nice and fresh. This is not cooked, but I'm sure now what I mean. Y'all, today I'm gonna bear with me, please, because I'm gonna feel so good. And if you're still watching this video, thank you so much for tuning in. And if you're subscribed, I appreciate all my new subscribers, all my old subscribers. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. So see, it's still in a cook, and I can't tell so that no cook, because not no cooking in 40 minutes unless I like seafood, and that's less than 40 minutes. So I'm gonna add some water into this because that's the consistency right now, but we want to add some water to this so it can help it cook a little bit faster. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour all of this in there and just cover it up with water. Cover the whole thing with water, just like that. All right, and I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna let this go for another 30 minutes, and then I will come back. I have some halfway through the 30 minutes. I'm gonna add some potatoes. I cut up some potatoes and I cut up some carrots. So halfway through, I'm gonna go ahead and add that. So when this almost go down, I'll be back. All right, family, so we at the other 30-minute mark, and what I'm going to do is check this now to see how well it cook. And from I add that water in, I haven't added any more. So let's give it a check. Let's check a couple pieces. Like that one, it went through nice and fine. This one just a little bit resistant, but not as much. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is add potatoes. I have like 6 potatoes here that I cut in half, then I cut that half in half, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna pour that in, and then I have some carrots that I had in the freezer. I'm gonna use those also. So, and then don't mind the amount of water, because what's gonna happen, the potato them, I'll give it a little thickening, right? And we want it to reduce down all the way. So this amount of water here in this is perfectly fine. I have nothing to worry about. I don't worry about nothing. You know, if you don't think this is too much water, then that's up to you, because the potato and the carrots have to cook. So, you know, so I'm gonna cover this now. I'm gonna let the potatoes and the carrots cook, and then after that, when they're almost there, I'll check for seasoning. I'll check for salt. I'll check for, you know, any little thing if you want to re-season or anything like that. So we're gonna bubble this up, make this bubble up again for another, make it about 30 minutes, because it's 7:01 now. So get another 30 minutes, and then me come back and show you. Lord Jesus, today, right? Okay, family, so still a go on. Still have a lot of water. The potatoes are perfect. Let me see about the carrots. I'm gonna call my daughter for taste this. And okay. And then we can re-season, and then I'm gonna leave this open a little bit, because I wanted to thicken up a little bit more. And that piece, you know, I'm behaving so, but you know, cook, but it's all right. That piece is soft enough. Let me check on another piece here. So see how soft that is? Look at that. So I'm gonna have her taste this for salt and for seasoning, and then I'll adjust. Make sure you taste for your salt intake, especially salt, because you don't want it too salty or overpowering with seasoning, because you know it's not gonna taste right. So I'm gonna have her taste this and then I'll adjust. Okay, so my daughter said it tastes perfect. She said, "Mommy, it tastes good." She said just need to thicken up. So I'm gonna add some flour. This is just some flour. About a half a teaspoon of flour. And some water. I didn't even measure the water. Okay, so that's how it looks, like that. I'm going to slowly, however you call it. I don't use that a lot, but I just want this to thicken up a little bit and be done, because this is cooking now for about an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, sorry people, sorry family. See, potato them a break apart. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this, let it get thick, and then I'll be done. And then while that was cooking, I went ahead and I did some white rice on the side, because the family said I shouldn't not do too much. They're afraid to come from you, that's why they not cook. But they assist me in my background, so no worry. Though me not feel good, they still assist me, alright? So I'm gonna make this cook for another 10 minutes just to get that flour cooked, and I'll be back. Okay family, so I'm back. I couldn't get enough time, just see it's nice and thick. So I'm gonna add this piece of butter I use. That's all left off of what I use for my rice. I'm just gonna scoop it in here. That's all melted and stuff, so you're fine, honey. So see how I get thick? Got a lot thicker. Yeah, that's what we'd look for. That's what I was looking for. So yeah, so this is my beef bone stew. You know, not because something is said for one thing, you can turn it into whatever else you want it to be for. Alright, so you see that? Look on that family. Nice and looking good. Daughter said it tastes good, so I trust her, because she always tastes my food for me. And I cook for her, so she'll not tell me if it's bad or not. So the next time you guys see me, I will be plating, and I hope you enjoy this video. Okay family and friends, dinner is served. Yes, we're done. Dinner is served, family and friends. You have a nice plate here of stew beef. We're just gonna call it stew beef with potatoes and carrots, and I went ahead and paired it with a nice side of steamed white rice. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you give this video a thumbs up, like button, share button, bell notification, and also subscribe. Thank you so much for being a part of my family as we cook one meal at a time. And until next time, please be safe, protect yourself, and enjoy. Bye.